One of the things I would want to do is to do what is necessary to remove those dissatisfiers, if there are any, that would ultimately result in all of Houston's police officers being proud of being a Houston police officer.
Brown, his first full day in Houston since the announcement yesterday, immediately went on a local radio talk show to answer questions from the public. He wants their confidence. It was then time to meet each city council member. Mayor Kathy Whitmire needs 8 of the 14 to approve her nominee.
And he's one of the most highly qualified people in this kind of profession. So Houston should be proud, and the communities asked for this, and now they've got it, and we're asking them to support it.
Do you think your council will approve him?
Definitely, I think that they will.
It may have been all smiles and confidence down at the Houston City Hall today, but Lee Brown certainly knows that he has an uphill battle here. Controversy has spread through the city like wildfire over his appointment as the first black chief ever, and more importantly, the fact that he is an outsider.
I can't believe that there's not one individual in this department capable of running it.
I think it was a bad choice.
Thank you very much. And you, sir?
Well, I'm reading the same thing. If they couldn't find anybody in this department, we're in bad shape then.
You're unhappy that they chose an outsider?
That is right.
Do you think that'll be a big thing for him to overcome, is that he's an outsider? And I've heard a lot of talk about that.
Of course it will, but I think there is general community support at this time for those kinds of changes that can be made in the police department by someone from the outside.
Brown will have 12 deputy chiefs under him. Most of them have publicly stated that the mayor should have hired from within the department. They are also angry over her recent statements about corruption within the force. So here is where Brown may encounter his first problem. He can't fire any of his top assistants or appoint anyone else. The deputies are protected under the Texas civil service system. Observers there are quick to note those 12 assistant chiefs are a very close-knit bunch who may gang up on their new boss later on. But despite all the problems and controversy, Brown told me today he's glad to be in Houston.
But to begin with, there's no reason to leave Atlanta. I'm not at all unhappy in Atlanta, but there's a reason to come to Houston, and that reason is a professional one. It represents a professional challenge, which I chose to take at this point in time because the timing was right, and I guess equally important, the position was offered to me.
Mayor Young was talking about high salaries. Was the salary a part of it, or was it?
I think it's important to keep in mind that I came to Atlanta with a cut in salary, so I have not made decisions based upon salary. That was not the overriding concern.
Does it bother you that some people say you're an outsider, and this may be a major mountain to overcome here in Houston?
You may recall, when I came to Atlanta, they told me I was an outsider there too, and I think my performance there was of such a nature that they stopped calling me an outsider.